10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So yeah, there's the visage, kinda obvious here. Lorem Ipsum, I don't think they're pleased with this, but that doesn't mean Omni Knight can't deal with Visage. You're tanky as hell. You got the Omni Knight ultimate as well to help out. You can get a shield if you really want to deal with those familiar shots. And Lorem Ipsum picking up a Broodmother here. That seems quite interesting. So, mid lane Visage, core Visage here, being played by Facehugger up against... Wait, Visage versus Bloodseeker mid lane? Seems interesting to me. Which means we're gonna jump in a bit. So yeah, we're gonna play one ad real quick. Also, sorry I'm typing. It won't take very long. I just have to arrange some stuff here for the cup.
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit.
Okay, and we're good to go. Okay, just a toilet break, that's completely fine. I mean, we're not really in a hurry today. I'm finally somewhat awake and okay, we got the go called already. So, Visage, Drone, Nature's Prophet course again. Broodmother, Omni Knight and Bloodseeker course. Both lineups seem really good to me, honestly. I mean, I kinda favor the Visage draft just because you push way faster. Like, it kinda matches up evenly when it comes to fighting head on. But after the fight, it will be Evos who can take more than one objective more likely, who can actually, you know, wreak a lot of havoc, force out more buybacks, and Evos are also really good for ratting. So Lorem, they need to focus on not losing fights or else they can say goodbye to all of their sweet little objectives.
Seconds to battle.
Okay, so nothing going on early on. Ooh, those are some of my favorite treants. They're not all that cute, but those things actually look,
The battle begins.
I don't know, I think they look awesome. Could be a bit more tree-like, but the whole idea is cool. Just three-leg or four-legged mini raptor thingies. Run, four-legged mini raptor. Run for your life. Okay, one four-legged mini raptor down. Two four-legged mini raptors down. Only one creep's gonna get pulled, so not quite the start that NJ would have hoped with his micro there. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Kuroro is gonna dual lane against Disruptor and draw range, and he's gonna get bullied a lot by all that range damage.
Purified. Unwarranted.
Okay, and we've got a pause coming in. Just a small lag pause, okay, that's fine. I mean, previously we had Evos lagging, this time around it's Lorem lagging.
No blood for you.
I just hope this game's gonna speed up a bit and gonna become interesting soon. Also, Visage is surprisingly resilient against Broodmother. I mean, Gravekeeper's Cloak.
What have we here?
Really handy ability to tank up those mini spider heads. Okay, on the bottom lane, Witch Doctor got caught actually. And my pro, all he can do is run circles and that's about it. I really like that's like he's a good early game hero by itself. Omni Knight now takes a lot of damage, but Earthbird is gonna roll on in there. Solartick now gonna take a lot of damage as well though. This firing squad is so powerful. And Solartick might be the one going down even with the Omni heal. If they can get one more hit in, yes. So 2 kills as a good start for Evos here. This bot lane is starting to recover a bit, but considering that Lorem already, you know, kind of have the, well, slightly easier to punish drafts. I think that's the best way to put it. Okay, now Nature's Prophet went down all of a sudden. I really need to start paying more attention to those kills, because a lot of times somebody seems to just be sitting back in the lane. And then all of a sudden they get rolled at, or ran at, or teleported at.
Come to me, the seeds of fortune.
Okay. Facehugger now. He's been in a lot of trouble as his Gravekeeper's Cloak got melted down, and the mini spiders still going at it. Solotic getting glimpsed back, trying to roll out, will not succeed. Good interruption there from the Night Stalker, but Blaiku himself is really low health now, and look at those spiders just doing some work. Okay, so the Earth Spirit is finally gonna drop, and the spiders still running after Night Stalker here, but aren't enough to secure the kill. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker should be going really fast right about now. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Philboy looked to be in trouble, but he's gonna be fine. Gonna get annoyed, but okay, Disruptor's gonna go down. Philboy also low health. Meanwhile, NJ dropped on the bottom lane, and Kuroro is gonna live. Philboy now dangerously low health, but look at that, just retaliating against anyone trying to attack him. Meanwhile, Blaiku, I don't know how much damage he took. I think he's gonna live, yeah. He's gonna be fine. My pro really making the most out of this thirst of his, but okay, he decides to teleport instead of trying to walk it off, and will not succeed, as the damage with so many trees hitting him is just too much to cope with.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And NJ now taking quite a bit of damage. I think this is gonna be it with the Maledict. Now it's gonna be it for sure. Didn't even need to rely on the Maledict, as NJ didn't really attempt to get away anymore. I mean, the kills are equaled out. It seems now really good for Lorem, since Lorem, I think they have a slight edge in the team fights. Omni Knight Bloodseeker synergy is just ridiculous. Regardless of which one of the two carries the Radiance, as long as either one has a Radiance, just to, you know, deal with Visage, Gravekeeper Cloak. I mean, let's see. Raze is great against Visage, it's great against Nature's Prophet. His Treants as well, you know, you deal a good deal of damage to the Treants, but mostly when you get, you know, sprouted in, it can really help you out, that mischance. It's often on both Omni-Knight and Darkseer, it's a question of how long, like how many hits can you tank, especially once he gets Orchid up, where the damage you're taking, one hit can make the difference between life or death, and between, you know, Omni healing back up or Omni just going down once the Orchid is committed on him. Meanwhile, we got Blaiku running high ground, thought to gank the Omni instead. He gets turned on, and he's just dead here. Gets sprouted in by the Nature's Prophet. I think that was slightly off the mark there. And Disruptor getting a glimpse back, but should be dead here. To the Bloodseeker, who's just gonna go full racing car mode. I mean, this guy isn't even all that fast yet, unless he activates the phase boots, but his movement speed's already getting quite decent. I don't know, I really like to see super fast Bloodseekers. We've had a Bloodseeker so fast the locked camera couldn't chase him anymore. And I want to see that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like the rest of the game's kinda quiet meanwhile, but guess who doesn't want to trade towers like a normal team here? It's Lorem. I mean, honestly, to them trading towers would be beneficial, so they could have just gone for a push top, but they do want to fight here, and that's gonna result in Kuroro dying, Solotic dying. That was 2 versus 4. Wait, 2 versus 5 actually. Holy crap. They thought it was 2 versus... No, they thought it was 3 versus 4. Turned into 2 versus 5. Not quite what you'd expect, but I guess Lorem kind of deserved it for trying to take that risk there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
I mean, you know what they say, greed is feed, right? And now the tier 2 tower. Already taking a lot of damage to the Drow Visage Nate's Prophet combo. This is one of those drafts where honestly, lane till level 6 and go mid lane would be a viable strat. I'm not saying it's good, I'm saying it's viable, meaning a good team can pull it off, especially if the enemy doesn't expect all of a sudden everybody running down the mid lane and pushing down tier 2 towers, but we've been there before, back when Penta pulled the Drow Visage. I miss Penta's old lineup, by the way. They had some really insane strats which nowadays they don't really run anymore. But Penta, they used to run down the mid lane and end the game in 26 minutes. Meanwhile, Visage is gonna go down here. So much for running down the mid lane, instead getting ran at the mid lane. Glimpse back onto the Witch Doctor, who is just gonna go down. Visage might be dead, but the familiars are not. The familiars are instead going to be a major pain in the butt of Solotech, who is able to roll out of there. Godmother just ran under the ward, straight up in the vision. They will dust her up, but not actually take the fight there. Meanwhile, the Drow Visage lineup, even without the Visage, still super dangerous, mostly because you got treants to tank the tower, you got 2 heroes to deliver the damage. So the next tier 2 is getting besieged already. I mean, considering the amount of towers taken, I feel like Evos should be way further ahead, and that's a good thing for Lorem here, because once Lorem win a team fight and get a couple of return towers, the gold net worth is gonna swing around in favor of Lorem by quite a huge amount actually.
I'll take that.
Double damage.
Okay, now Roche being done by Crybaby here, and it looks like Evos, they do want to contest this, or at least they're considering it. And now Disruptor putting down the kinetic field, not really getting a lot done with that. The Rupture on the Night Stalker is gonna keep him down for a while. However, this Drow draft still does a lot of damage, and now the Bloodseeker just getting locked in there. Okay, now the Drow's still gonna go down. Try to teleport out of there. Not quite in time, and with that, it's a 2-for-1 trade, so still slightly in favor of Evos, but way better for Lorem than they were hoping to. And now a kill on Facehugger. Lorem in a really good spot.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, so I should have switched over to net worth. That one's on me. I mean, honestly, it's not even been that far too late. It's just that at this point, Lorem are surprisingly well off. I don't know how. I mean, even with the tower he denies, it's still a really, really good game. But okay, now NJ gonna go down to the Earth Spirit there. Such a simple combo and yet so effective. But the thing is that Lorem, despite them being desperately behind the towers, and despite them, you know, getting pushed down completely to the point where they can't do anything, they are holding themselves in this game by finding a lot of farm, finding a lot of pickoffs, and that is definitely commendable, especially if we look at Broadmother's total gold net worth. Too high, try to teleport out, and will succeed. Everything just a tiny bit too late from Lorem, as they have found a free support, but even that was just support warding, not that big of a deal. Okay, so we got an initiation, a good one with the death ward here. The entirety of Evos now getting pushed back. Nature's Prophet is gonna drop, and it looks like Too High is gonna drop as well. Can they get more? Facehugger. There's the huge magnetized Bloodseeker combination. Now Broadmother gonna come in there just to help out with the damage on Visage a little bit. And this is a 3 for 1. Only the Earthbird, who had set that up with the magnetize, went down there. And look at that, spiders all of a sudden with so much heal, really effective when it comes to doing Roche. This poor little Roshan is disgusted and afraid. So many spiders just inflicting 1,000 little bites. Ends his life there, and Roche gonna go down. Crybaby now got a Diffublade, is gonna go for the Mask of Madness. Meanwhile, if we look at my pro, he went for the Radiance himself, so Omni Knight is gonna be more conservative here. He is kinda underfarmed, but honestly, it's not like splitting farm would have been that big of an issue for Lorem if they really wanted to. I mean, it's kinda optional. It doesn't matter which one of the two carries it, as long as either one, like either the Omni or the Bloodseeker, has a Radiance. Bloodseeker is really fast. Omni slows people down, so kinda comes down to the same effect. High efficiency Radiance. Meanwhile, Evos, they cannot really do a lot, which they don't need to. They only need to win one team fight, and then they can, you know, retaliate by taking a lot of objectives all at once. But still, how to win a team fight is the big question here. One Earthspirit can just roll on in, magnetize up your entire team, and then Bloodseeker does all the rest with a crap ton of damage. Too High got taken down there while NJ got out of there. So I think this Disrupt just sacrificed himself. I don't know, he tends to be a lot around this part of the map, like over here in general. He got caught here twice now. NJ trying to TP out, but not gonna be allowed to do so. Even if he had a TP scroll, which wouldn't be interrupted by the silence. It's just such simple combo. Rupture plus freaking Boulder Smash.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, here, that's 800. Oh wait, I can't do math right now, as we're gonna see another team fight start off here, and this time around Facehugger did get a lot of damage on the Bloodseeker, but Bloodseeker might be able to recover really soon. Crybaby meanwhile gets killed onto Too High on the Disruptor once again. That guy's really not having the game of a lifetime. But TNT went down as well, so they get a return support kill. Now in comes the Omni Knight ultimate, as Facehugger still hurts like a truck. And everybody gotta continue running at the Phil Boy as well as Flycoop. NJ not really able to do anything there, just gonna sit in the back end. Lorem all of a sudden really profiting off this Darkseer's insane momentum boost.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This guy's just huge. I
Dire's
mean,
middle tower
Repel
is
can
under
come out
attack.
on the Bloodseeker if they really need to. I don't think they do need to, as Bloodseeker is kind of good at, you know, dodging pretty much anything as long as he has that Quelling Blade to deal with this. I mean, Quelling Blade to deal with the Sprout. Maybe Magic Immunity for the Visage Familiar stuns.
Dire's middle
But I
tower
think that
is
might
under
that
attack.
might be all you really need it for.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And the drone knockback. Okay, 2 good reasons. Should be enough. I mean, the kinetic field you can dodge once you start going fast enough. The glimpse is a minor nuisance as you're still ridiculously fast, and it takes a while for glimpse to actually come into effect there. And it looks like, okay, so Pillboy is gonna enable a kill on the Earth Spirit, who just, you know, panic magnetized. And now MyPro might be going down as well if they can keep vision and keep him away from the Drow. But look at that, he's just gonna run at the Drow, heal back up. Doesn't really care about being sprouted in. Instead, it's now NJ who is in a lot of trouble, but his team comes on in for the save there, and finally they do get MyPro's insanely well fed Bloodseeker, and that means only one problem remaining for Evos for the time being: the Broodmother with Aegis. Aegis timer is gonna run out in slightly less than a minute, but that doesn't change the fact that it's Broodmother we're talking about here, and a pretty well fed Broodmother with a Blink Dagger now to, you know, just keep up everything she's doing. Also, those spiders are awesome. Am I the only one who thinks so? Such a disgusting skin with such cute little spiders. We're just being shaken up. Every single attack. And we got a pause. Okay. Disconnect there from the Bloodseeker. I mean, Lorem, they are pushing really good counter aggression here, making sure that Evos doesn't get an edge. So yeah, gonna take a bit of a break. I am gonna use this time to look at items. We got NJ with the Orchid drums. The Orchid, of course, really useful against Omni Knight, can disable him from getting away for free. Facehugger seems to be going for the Aghanim Scepter here. Philboy just ramping up that agility, going for a Manta style. Meanwhile, Crybaby, Desolated, Diffuse Blade, as well as Mask of Madness. MyPro, I think he's gonna go Saint Jasha. He might be going Manta, but I don't know how much he plans on fighting around or not. Like fighting around with the Omni Knight or not. And we got another disconnect. So the struggle is real for these Southeast Asian teams. Okay. Looks like we're ready. Also, can somebody explain to me what exactly do players mean by DDoS? Like, I know that DOSing means denial of service, etc. The thing is just, do they mean it's somebody doing it intentionally, or just that the ISP is denying the service? Like, usually it DOS means if somebody is intentionally causing an ISP to deny services. Okay, meanwhile, we just saw this Raptor drop, or well, we didn't see it, but this Raptor just dropped on the other side of the map, but now Vlaiku gone on as well, and Crybaby gets taken low health, still got the... No, Aegis actually got reclaimed just now, and Facehugger gonna go down though. They wanted Crybaby here as, you know, no Aegis available anymore.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Lorem Ipsum, they could be getting a tier 3 tower here, which honestly would be really good for them. Not gonna be that easy, but regardless. Okay, now Broodmother actually blinking onto Philboy here. Okay, Drow forced to buy back. Meanwhile, Vlaiku gonna go back down again.
under
Stop,
attack.
nice Stalker. You're the one with whom this fight began. You don't get to get back into this fight anytime soon. Crybaby running out of there. And back in with the blink. 4-shotting too high. Now the draw as well. Gonna drop down. Has a lot of armor, but okay, now Bloodseeker comes out in there. Really glad to be part of the action as well. Double kill. And Crybaby beyond godlike. GG being called here. And Lorem Ipsum. This entire series actually has been super decisive. I mean, either team, like this game was just you wreck or you lose. And both teams took turn wrecking. Well, turns out Lorem Ipsum is gonna win here, despite the Visage draw range draft, which is so strong. You can't need to win a team fight to benefit everything off, and Bloodseeker, he just came alive. Ridiculously fast. No big shutdown from another either. That concludes our